3 years after my Staley Bridge loan, I got called up for England under-20s, and that was in the same week as that I signed for Everton. And then at the end of that week, I scored my first goal for the 20s, and I just remember even now what a whirlwind of a week that was, and to be able to share that with my family, it was beautiful.
What about the call from Gareth Southgate, which came a bit later?
That was a very, very special moment. I think something that I'd been working towards and speaking about within my close circle of family and friends all my life. It's I want to play for England. How am I going to get there? When am I going to get there, so to speak? And when I finally got the call and to score on my debut, it was, at the time, it didn't sink in. It was only till a bit of time after where I realised, I'd played for England.
The role you've got possibly now for England, I see you as the next best after Harry Kane, if you like, but he's the England captain. He's possibly going to break the England goal scoring record, legendary player for obviously for his country, for what he's done. I mean, do you think you can put real pressure on him in the next sort of few years and almost look maybe towards that World Cup and think, I'd love to have that shirt when we get there?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's even more frustrating now because I've got the bit between my teeth and I want to kick on and I want to score more goals and play for England and play more games for England, score more goals and things like that. So, he's the England captain and the number 9 at the moment, so he's the standard. So if it's at club level where I have to try and outscore everyone else, then so be it.
There was, obviously you were part of the tournament, that was amazing, and everyone got behind, everyone was excited. But I know you can't say it, but I actually think that the final... Pardon?
Go on.
No, I think I think the final was tailor-made for you in that second half, because there was a lot of criticism towards the manager in terms of sitting back. But if you go 1-0 up against Italy and you've got 2 of the best centre-backs in the world, in Bonucci and Chiellini, but you want them on the halfway line. And your strengths are different to Harry Kane. And I was watching that game thinking after an hour, bring Dominic on, bring him on. I think that would have been your game against defenders like that with space to run in behind, because Harry Kane, now his game has come about actually coming to feet. Brilliant at that. But I was just watching the game thinking that could have been the change. I know you can't say that, but I just think if we'd have done that in that game and added that extra bit of pace into the front line, we could have caused Italy so many more problems.
You don't have to answer that, but what was the experience like watching that final and perhaps thinking you could make a difference?
Unbelievable experience, I think, like I say, to talk about playing for England and to even, be involved in the Euros. I was disappointed that, like everybody, that wasn't playing as much as they would have liked, to not get more game time. But like you say, the manager did what he thought was right at that time. But like everyone sat on the bench, I was ready and waiting to come on. But what an experience to play to be involved in the game at Wembley.
How much talent do you think is in that England group?
That's what I mean. There's an abundance of talent. And I think you look at the age and what's to come, it's an exciting time to be an England player and an England fan.